Alrighty, buddy. I'm getting ready to go. Make good choices while I'm going, okay? Okay? Alright, love you. Hey, buddy. Make good choices while I'm going. I'm going to miss you.
Okay.
You gonna make good choices?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Hey, beautiful. Looks like your bow came off. Daddy loves you. I'll be back, okay? Hey, sleepyhead. Hey, what's going on, guys? PDX International Airport, traveling to DFW. As you guys all know, I've been up in Portland for about 5 years now, and all of my family's back in Arlington. I usually travel to DFW about once a year by myself just to kind of recharge, kind of take some time to myself and hang out with my mom. I do plan on going to a couple of stores while I'm down there. I brought an extra bag with me in case I find something that's worth it so I can bring it back with me. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in Texas. Alrighty, guys, so just landed at DFW Airport, and the first thing I noticed when I got off the plane is the weather difference. In Portland, I've already busted back out my jeans, and here for the days that I'm gonna be here, I don't even think I brought jeans. I think I brought like all shorts, and it's supposed to be like 90 and sunny the whole time I'm here, but our flight was pretty packed, and so they were asking people to check their bags complimentary. And so I did, to avoid the chaos of getting on the plane and not being able to put my luggage in a particular place. And so I'm going to baggage claim right now to pick up my bags, and then I'm headed to pick up my rental car. At baggage claim, waiting for my bags to arrive, and I can see why there was a lot of people hesitant to board their bags. There's always a lag time for that process. As you can see, they haven't even started. But I'm good because I get to avoid the 2-hour dinner and clean up with the kids tonight, so that's all on Holly. So I'm looking forward to a nice trip. It really didn't take that long at all. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, but they moved pretty fast. Alright, guys, so I finally got my rental car, and man, it just feels good to be home. I love Portland in the Northwest, but it just feels different when you step on your home turf. It looks like I'm going to be rocking this. Is this Nissan Sentra from the land of Lincoln. Alright, what is up, guys? So up from a good night's rest after a long, exhausting day of traveling yesterday. My first stop is the Goodwill outlet in Fort Worth, Texas. I follow a couple of resellers who shop at this outlet, but they mostly sell hard goods, so I figured I would stop in and see what the clothing selection looks like. Looks like this Goodwill outlet opens up at 8 a.m. the same as our outlet in Portland, but at our outlet there's normally like 30 to 40 people at open, but here there's only like 8 or 9 people. So let's go ahead here and check it out and see what they have in here. Alrighty, guys, so the Goodwill bins in Fort Worth, Texas. It's definitely a lot smaller store than some of the ones we have in Portland. Got this OU Nike hoodie right here. Got a big stain on it, so definitely won't be picking this up. My space is super limited, so in order for me to take it back with me, it has to be pretty fire, and then especially don't have time to get any stains out. So I got some Under Armour fleece pants, but again got a lot of stains and stuff on it. They do have a wide selection of clothes here, but I don't see Nike and Adidas like I normally see in Portland. Usually you find that kind of stuff all over, but it's like hard to find like one item of those brands right there, but there is a pretty big selection. I'm just gonna look around. So we'll just keep digging and see what I can run across. Gloves. Got a Air Jordan tank for boys, 4T. Man, you can just throw the item away. Come on. Make sure you keep your shirt and shoes on, people. Going through some more of the bins here in Fort Worth, Texas. And what are these right here? Under Armour, looks like Capri maybe. Women's extra small. They're not in the best of condition, so even if I lived here, I probably may not even pick these up due to condition. Definitely not gonna take them back to Portland though. Got these stretched out Adidas windbreaker pants right here. The waist is basically shot. Looks like these came from the regular Goodwill. Looks like they going at what, $4.49 for them. This is the only shoe bin in the store and it's pretty limited. Looks like most of them are just mismatches. Wrestling shoes wouldn't be, well, I guess they got a little bit of wear on the front, but yeah, not a whole lot of variety here. Like I said before, mostly just mismatches. Ran across a mismatch Jordan Horizon right here. Couldn't find the second one. Looks like it's a men's 11. Alrighty, y'all, so I just finished up at the Goodwill outlet in Fort Worth, Texas, and man, it was pretty bad in there. Empty-handed, didn't even pick up one item, and usually, in my experience at the outlet, you can usually come up on something, but what I noticed in there as far as like the brands that I usually sell, Nike, Adidas, Athleta, Prana, those kind of brands, you didn't even see a trace of those in there, and it didn't necessarily feel like a bad day to me. It felt like the typical day, because usually a bad day in Portland is you run across those same exact brands, but a lot of times when you see them, they have stains, they have holes, so you're not able to pick them up. Here, those items aren't even to be found in there, so it just felt like this is probably a typical day there. And as I said in the store, I don't want to judge a book by its first page, because this just could be just a bad day, but in my opinion, it just felt like this is the normal brands that you find at this outlet right here. And I know Dallas Fort Worth like the back of my hand, and this area right here it's not terrible, but it's not the greatest either. It's kind of right there in the middle, so maybe that kind of factors in it as well. But just overall, not the same kind of experience that I pick up when I shop at the outlets in Portland. And I feel like if I shopped here day to day, if I lived in Fort Worth, I would probably have to change my business model up, because I don't think I would be able to rely on the outlet to supply me the same kind of inventory that I'm used to getting in Portland. But alrighty guys, so Ross in Arlington, Texas, right off of Interstate 20. The last time I was at this Ross was October of 2020. Actually graduated from Once Again High School, which is about 10 minutes up the road. But anyways, let's go ahead here and check it out and see what they got. Big Pro models, Adidas. Size 19. Yikes. Got a bunch of the vans here, just like in Portland, so I guess it's all the same. For the minute I thought it was just Portland that was kind of lacking in shoes, but it looks like same thing up this way too. Some Reeboks. 50, man. Got another pair of them up top. Unbranded Lakers hoodie, 20. Nike tee here. It's like Under Armour. 25, retail 85. Ran across this Nike down Windrunner jacket right here for men. Looks like it does retail at $220. Let me see how much it is. Looks like it is. It's pretty reasonably priced at what, 26. And this right here is probably a good Q4 item right here. Could definitely be a good Christmas present for somebody. And I think there's only like 8 mediums. And I think these are selling for somewhere between like 100 and 120. So I think I can probably fit this in like my suitcase. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one right here up. Alrighty y'all, so I'm checking out the Goodwill Superstore, Arlington, Texas. Checking out a bunch of these youth NFL football jerseys. Looks like we got this Donovan McNabb, Redskins, Miami, another Donovan McNabb. And looks like you got this new with tags. Looks like Mike Vick jersey for boys, but I just looked at the comps on all these. None of these really sell for any money. But man, if these were men, we may be on to something. Got some Nike shocks right here. Looks like they got a bunch of wear on the bottoms though. Adidas Campus, black and white. Size 7. Dallas Cowboy Nike tees right here. What? $4.49, 2XL. Got this Nike number 81 jersey. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a TO. A lot of wear on the letters and stuff. It doesn't even have the name on the back. So what is it? $4.49. You ain't gonna be able to do anything with this right here. That was supposed to be the Goodwill Superstore, but I definitely couldn't tell. Alrighty guys, so this is the Goodwill store on West Lamar Boulevard, probably about 5 minutes or so from where I actually grew up. So let's go in here and check it out. And more ones for you. Come on man, y'all can do better than that in here. Got a Stanford wrestling polo, $4.49. medium. Looks like some Nike running shorts. $4. Goodwill outlet special back in Portland. And the logo is shot. Alrighty guys, so ran across this line by Lululemon. I believe it's for girls. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this line right here. It looks like it does sell for decent money. I was like pulling up the comps. The shorts alone sell somewhere between 30 and 40 bucks. And here at Goodwill, it's only $4.79. So in that case, coming back to Portland with me. Alrighty guys, so checked out a good amount of stores today. Went by the outlet, Ross, Goodwill, and I think I'm gonna be okay taking that Nike jacket and these Lululemon girl shorts right here back to Portland with me. And man, the struggle of trying to YouTube and shoot video with an actual camera is a struggle. I mean, like everywhere you go, like people are curious what you're doing with the camera. People are concerned that sometimes maybe you're a distraction to the store. And so in that Goodwill right there, they were pretty cool, but they just wanted to know what I was actually doing. And I was trying to explain to them, and I feel like they got the concept, but man, like once you get going with YouTube and you want to like upgrade to a camera, that is one of the next struggles that you definitely will experience. But overall, for the most part, I think it was a pretty decent sourcing trip. I definitely have enough space to take these two items back with me. So thank you guys for following along in the journey with me. Got a pair of these Kona sheepskin leather boots right here. These were actually my mom. She knows what I do for a living as far as reselling, so she gave me these boots to take back to Portland with me. You can probably sell these right here for probably about 50 bucks, so thanks, Mom. Hey, what's going on guys? So I'm back at DFW Airport now. I'm getting ready to head back to Portland. Overall, it was a pretty good trip. It's always nice to be able to see family. I'm the middle child of 5. I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And it's always nice to be able to take a couple of items back with me. But at this point, I'm super exhausted and ready to see my family.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello. You guys miss me?
Yes, sir.